Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffani Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons, and I upload every single Tuesday and Sunday. I took the last week off and I miss you guys so much. It feels so weird to not upload. I'm just really happy to be back. So today's video is a spring refresh, doing a little bit of everything. We're doing some cleaning, some organizing, we're undecorating Easter and redecorating with just some pretty spring neutrals. I'm also going to do a little Amazon, TJ Maxx, and Target home haul of the new things that I got for the house, and I'll have everything linked down in the description box below. So something you'll notice in this video is a lot of different outfit changes, even a different color nail, because I started filming this video and life just got very hectic, so I had to, film this over time. But I feel like it's really important to show that and speak about that because we don't always have time to just execute everything in one day. I wish that that was a thing, but for me it's not, especially right now. We are in swim class, dance class, t-ball, soccer, and baseball, and I have 4 kids, so we are all over the place. And one of the things that I'm most grateful for this platform, besides connecting me with all of you and just learning from you, and made a lot of friendships through here with all of you as well, but is the freedom that I get to be able to go to my kids' games and school things and field trips and all of that. So I'm always so grateful for that, and for me, family always comes first, even if the house has to suffer. So anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. The first thing that we're starting with is just laundry and washing some linens. It has been beautiful here. Even I love, just the rainy evenings. As long as it's warm out, it's been really, really amazing in Pennsylvania. Because you're acting like a volcano, tending to be my savior. Nothing you do can save us, save us. Because you're acting like a volcano and make me feel. Next up, we are taking down Easter. I always put my pillows that I can't take the pillowcases off in a garbage bag because I don't need to waste a whole bin in the basement on this. I just keep them nice and safe in a garbage bag. And then right now I'm just using hampers to put stuff in because I need more storage bins or to go through all of the stuff in the basement. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that video. We have like a nice little system set up in the basement, but it just needs to be decluttered. Things are overflowing and I definitely don't need all of the stuff down there. But for me in my life, like how hectic it is, I feel like we're just like done one thing and on to the next. I don't really have time, to go through everything all the time. So I need to cut out a day to just declutter and donate the basement. When something is out of sight and out of mind, it's easy to forget about, which is what the basement is right now, because we have like the finished basement, and then on the other side is like where all of all the storage is. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that video. I am actually really happy to be taking down Easter, which sounds weird, but I was ready to just move on and be into Mother's Day and the summer holidays. Also, I can't recommend these little collapsible laundry baskets enough. They're amazing. You probably saw this when I first got our Bay house. These are the laundry baskets that I got for that house. And speaking of the Bay house, if you're new here, we have a vacation home, and we are basically redoing the whole first floor. Right now, it's still just gutted, and we're planning on spending the majority of our time down there as soon as the kids get done school. So not only am I excited to be spending time in our happy place, but I'm so excited to just share the process with you and just, basically have some new content in a fresh, different space that you're not used to seeing, and figure out what our summer routine is and all of that. I'm very excited for the videos that come with that because I also love watching them because, again, it is my happy place. And you know me, I know we need seasons and all of that, but I'm not a winter person. I do not thrive in the winter. I survive in the winter. So summer and spring, it's just like I'm alive again. So in the winter, I can go back and watch those videos and have hope. Tell me, could we do Also, this backdrop was gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead. This was actually a follower on Instagram offered to send me this to share her business. And since then, I've gotten like all of my backdrops for there. Carter is going to be having a soccer birthday party in June. So stay tuned for that party prep. But we got an amazing custom backdrop from there. The quality is so amazing. And I feel like they're very affordable.
Lately I've been going through some hard stuff, getting knocked down, getting right.
So living room, dining room, and entryway are taken care of. Now I'm just taking away the couple of Easter things that I had in the kitchen.
That's right, now I've had enough. You're back.
On to another day. You guys know I have organized this thing over and over again. I declutter it, I just keep what we use, and it's still just a complete hot mess. So I'm trying something new again. I got one of those like cabinet caddies. I've been seeing them forever, and then I saw Brittany Boren Leach get one, and I was like, you know what? I'm just finally going to order it. I think it definitely helps save space, but I also have a lot of larger bottles, so I think one was good for us because they aren't cheap. They're expensive for, in my opinion, for something like that. But of course, it's like something new, so they're always more expensive at first. But anyway, took everything out, wiping it down, and then just trying to find something that works. We take a lot of different supplements. So I'm trying to organize them in a way that they're easy to find and easy to access.
Your anxiety isn't reason enough to be acting so rough. That's right, now I've had enough. Your bad behavior isn't what I'm worth. No, that's right, now I've had enough. You don't see it, but I see.
So I know we talked about this a little bit on Instagram and a little bit on our vlog channel, but the reason that I took off for a week is because my son Tanner was in the hospital. It was absolutely terrifying. I didn't share anything about it until we had answers, but basically on a Sunday, I realized he wasn't moving his neck that good, and that is just weird, you know? And I'm like, wait, did you pull something? Like, what? And then he started sleeping a lot, and I'm like, okay, this is not like him. So Monday, took him to the doctors. They said, and also it felt like his lymph node was very swollen. I feel my kid's lymph node's like crazy because that's just like one of my things. We all have like a little bit of mom anxiety, and that's one of my things. But I feel like it's good so that you can know, you know, your kids, their baseline, and then go from there. So anyway, I noticed that it was very swollen. Took him to the doctors. They did a strep test. It was negative. They said his throat's a little red, his lymph node's a little swollen, probably viral, just go home. That night around 10:30 at night, I realized he was just in so much pain, and I gave him like the Genexa pain medicine, and he didn't really have any relief, which later I found out that the Genexa that I had didn't have an anti-inflammatory in it, so I had to actually use Motrin. I just try to get like the dye-free one if I can. Anyway, moving on. Urgent care. We took him to urgent care Monday evening. So Monday morning, doctors. Monday evening, urgent care. Urgent care says, it's probably nothing. You can go home. Let me see if he can lay back. And to lay back, he had to like use his hands and stuff. Like he couldn't just lay backwards. They're like, you know what? Go to the ER. Not the ER that's next to us, but the one that's like in the city, the best ER. Whatever. We go there. I'm home with the kids at this point. Chris is with Tanner. They're there from all the way until 5 a.m. in the morning. Couldn't get blood work from him because it was just like too much. The next day I called the doctor and was like, I really feel like he needs blood work. And they said, call back the ER. I asked them for another script. Called the ER. They said, no, you need to get it from your doctor. Call the doctor again, get a script, and bring him to LabCorp. He's an angel. We get the blood work. It's all good. He still is unwell. A little bit better with the Motrin. But then we got the results back at his. I kept checking the website and I had no results back. I called the doctor. They didn't have results back. I was like, can we just bring him in again? They said, yes. I knew something was off. We know your kids. Even if you think the doctor is saying everything is great, you know. But as a mom, I knew. So always, always, always go with your mom gut. While we were at the doctor's, they got the results back there first, and his white blood cells were incredibly elevated. And that's very scary because there's a whole bunch of stuff that could mean. And obviously, as moms, we worry and think the worst. They say go to the ER. He probably needs to get antibiotics via IV. We go to the ER. They do a CAT scan because they can't confirm what it is either. And in the CAT scan, they saw that he had an abscess behind his tonsil. So somebody that I follow on Instagram and a friend of mine, Alyssa from Dreaming of the Farm, she has a YouTube channel too. Her daughter just went through this as well, but way more traumatic. But her sharing her story helped me suggest abscess to them. So that's why I'm sharing my story, because this could have gotten out of control. This could have blocked his airway. It was literally swelling like crazy. Anyway, we were admitted to the hospital. We're on IV antibiotics for a couple of days, and we got to go home the night before Easter. And somehow I had still made a balloon arch and hosted Easter. I ordered a bunch of sides from Wegmans. My sister made a ham. Everybody else brought something, but right in the middle of Easter, I crashed so hard. I sat down on the patio with everybody, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Yeah, and I just decided I just needed to just take that time. And it was really hard for me to get back the house in order. Chris is amazing. He does so much too to help, but that is also why it took me a long time to film all of this stuff. So I finally feel good again. Obviously, I'm so incredibly grateful that it was only an abscess for Tanner and that we were able to fix it. He's still on antibiotics at home. It's 10 days of antibiotics. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I wanted to share that story to, one, tell you always trust your mom gut, or even if you're not a mom, just trust yourself, because yes, doctors and nurses are absolutely amazing, but they don't see you every day, so they don't know you like you know you. They don't see your kids every day, so they don't know your kids like you know your kids. So I want to say that to encourage you, and I also just kind of wanted to explain where I was, because you know that I never take time off. So again, thank you all for understanding and being there for me. There are a lot of you that are messaging me and sharing your stories, and just, it felt really good. Just to, have you all praying for Tanner and being there for us. We really, really appreciate it. And again, just so incredibly grateful that we got to the bottom of it. So anyway, back to the video. Here's some things that I grabbed on Amazon. I needed foaming hand soap dispensers because that's what I have. And I was a little nervous to get glass, but it's a good quality thick glass. But the little hand soap dispensers that we have now, they just get so crusty from the dried up soap and look disgusting. So I needed something like this. And then I got this for hosting. We have a lot of stuff coming up, and this is the first year that I'm not hosting Mother's Day, because last year I love it and I enjoy it, but I would just love to go out to dinner with my mom and my family, and then see my mother-in-law and just do something like that, because even if Chris does a lot of stuff, I still want to perfect Mother's Day, and then it doesn't really feel like a relaxing day. So this is the first year I'm not hosting Mother's Day. That's not to say I won't do it in the future, but I'm just exhausted this year. But we are going to be having a little after dance recital party for Ella and Scarlett, and then we're going to have Ella's graduating pre-K, Carter's birthday. I host a lot, and I saw this on Amazon. It kept getting suggested to me, that little tiered tray, and I just loved it, so I had to buy it. I put it together and put it away like that. And then my toaster is broke as a joke. We have a 4-slice toaster, obviously, as a large family, but the one side doesn't work at all. And I found this, and I thought this was great. It fits 4 slices of bread. It's pretty, and it had really good reviews.
Stronger than I ever been. I work it out again. Stronger than I ever been. We left the room of fight once again, love. Yeah, we said some things we didn't mean.
I also grabbed these. They just remind me of my childhood. We had a giant bush of these. I forget what they're called. I'm sure some of you can tell me in the comments below. But we had a giant bush next to our house growing up, and I remember just cutting them down and bringing them inside to put in a vase, and I just loved them. And now moving on to the stuff that I got at Target, they're not cheap. I feel like they are affordable compared to other things, but they're also neutral staple pieces that you can put out whenever. So yeah, and plus I just loved all these pretty flowers.
How to talk about my feelings, you know it. it gets hard sometimes. Maybe I just need some time, some space to figure out how to give my all to you. If you give me one more try, I might just realize that it will always be us two.
Alright, now it's time to decorate. I had to keep the sound on for that. I love a good spring rain. Like, as long as it's warm, I'm okay with it. Obviously, I love being outside too, but when you're already in the house for the evening and it's raining and the windows are open, it's just amazing. The one downfall is, tell me if you can relate to this, if it rains and it's humid, you can smell where your dogs peed in the house. So I didn't even know that there was pee in the house. This sounds so gross, but it's real life. I have 2 small dogs, and when they get mad at you, sometimes they pee someplace in the house, or, you know, if we're like busy putting the kids to bed or something, they're like, I gotta go out, they'll just pee in the playroom apparently. So I found a bunch of pee in there and it smelled terrible. So at the end of this video, you'll see me shampooing the carpet in there. Let me know if any of you have this problem, if what you have done to fix it. Also, I wanted to share this background with you. I have been loving going on YouTube and putting on like spring backgrounds, and in the Christmas I would put like on Christmas fireplace backgrounds or just all of that. This one also has like a really pretty relaxing music with it, so just wanted to throw that out there.
If you give me one more try, I might just realize that it will always be us two. Every road leads me back to you. 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 Maybe I just need some time, some space to figure out how to give my all to you. If you give me one more try, I might just realize that it will always be us two. Maybe I just need some time, some space to figure out how to give my all to you. If you give me one more try, I might just realize that it will always be us two. I'll walk across the room just to show you that I'm still around. Ask if you wanna meet somewhere later when the sun goes down. Oh, you know I'm serious. I'm serious. I will keep you all to myself. Oh, you're so mysterious. Mysterious. I can't keep my hands to myself. I'll walk across the room, show you I'm around. Ask if you wanna meet when the sun goes down. 'Cause you're the only one who can get me so high, so high. So high, so high.
The first time I was actually really happy with how the mantle turned out. I wound up taking the flowers out of that little tan vase because it just felt like too much and I like it by itself. So yeah, I was really, really happy with how this all turned out together.
So let's get into your car and go driving towards another town. Oh, you know I'm serious. I'm serious. I will keep you all to myself. Oh, you're so mysterious. Mysterious. I can't keep my hands to myself. I'll walk across the room.
Onto the entryway table, just wiping everything down here. You know, I've had these huge vases from Target forever and I love them. They'll always be like a staple piece in our house. I think they still have them. If I forget to link something, just comment and I'll send it over to you. But I really do try my best to link everything that I can. So I'm wiping this down and putting those beautiful yellow flowers in here. I wound up bending the second set of flowers for the second vase to make it a little bit shorter. And then adding a vase to this table, nothing too crazy. Again, nothing crazy, just super simple, and I feel like I like how it came out because for me, I sometimes feel like things are overcrowded. Like the mantle, for example, usually I don't put that much stuff on there, but it's like the perfect amount for me. And then just the flowers here really made a difference, and I'm just happy with how it came out. I'm just doing a quick wipe down of the bathroom and putting some lavender in the oil dispenser here. I am always cleaning this bathroom 24/7 because the kids use this, and the downstairs bathroom I just feel like I clean it all the time. So right now I just need to wipe down the countertop and the mirror, and I'm also going to put our new soap dispenser out.
Baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances say I'm nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love, the things I love, the things I love, the things.
Last but not least, tackling the playroom, Chris went ahead and moved everything off the carpet for me. That's why everything is off to the side. But there's no like huge visible marks, but I'm telling you, it just smelled, and I love shampooing carpets. I know that's so silly, but that's like one of my favorite things to clean, and I like using our it's like a mop vacuum because of I clean it out beforehand, and I can see the color of the water after, so I actually know and see the difference like of how filthy the water is. So I know that I actually did clean my floors. Sometimes I feel like when I'm mopping the floors, I'm like, am I actually like, is this actually doing anything? Is this actually keeping anything off? But I miss my O-Cedar mop because I'm just so used to it, and I love my O-Cedar mop, but having the like mop slash vacuum is just so convenient because it does both. So I don't know, I'll probably use the O-Cedar in the Bay House mostly.
Be one of the things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 the things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love, the things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 the things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. Bet you never loved somebody like I just did. Bet you always hurt the ones you say you're so deep in love with. You don't know nothing, 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 nothing. You don't know what it feels like. Baby, I'm hurting, 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 and you don't even ask why I'm staying up all night. I haven't slept since you came into my life. Why I'm drinking all the time. Why I'm feeling lonely when you're here by my side. I just want something, 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 something from you that feels right. But I know nothing, 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 nothing.
See, look at this water, and I didn't even do it that long ago, maybe like a couple weeks ago, so it does get gross. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And again, just thank you for being here. I will see you on Tuesday.
You promised. Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.